Hey guys, King of Triumphs here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And today, do I have a treat for you? If you are struggling to make Legend, Brijsheesh just made Legend with a really cool team that utilizes the 2-shield breaker strat with a Typhlosion. A very spicy team. Well, not spicy. Well, spicy in the fact that you're using Typhlosion, but the fact that he made it with Typhlosion is absolutely incredible. Great team, very powerful, very strong, and Brijsheesh just made it. You will see beams, you will see burns, and you will see this 2-shield breaker strat just going to oblivion. So Brijsheesh is my usual partner for practice for these cups. So again, I always appreciate it, and I am super happy to be able to shoutcast. It is a privilege for my practice partner for videos to be able to shoutcast his Legend run. So without further ado, we will get there. However, my mental health tip for the day. Brijsheesh just made it not too long ago. So, that being said, if you are struggling to make Legend, as long as you keep trying, you can get there. Brijsheesh, I believe Brijsheesh, like, kept going down from Legend, and he kept, like, you were, like, 2900 in Purgatory, but he never gave up, he kept on going. So, my mental health tip for the day is to never give up. Pokemon Go PvP has one of the worst elo systems of all time. It probably is the worst elo system of all time because when it lags, there's no times to make up. There's nothing that actually, like, there's no, like, okay, like some forgiveness clause, for example, like, if you were to, like, go lag on one battle, or, like, you can use some kind of item to where you don't lose an elo for a set, which is perfectly justifiable. Because there's still, even though there is player skill, a lot of player skill involved in making Legend, at the same time, there's also a lot of luck because it's blind 3. So, at the same time, you can have those bad months or weeks where you could just go on a drought and nothing happens. Or, from what I've seen from a lot of people, is that they literally use XLs. They use XLs, they use Dialgas, they use things other people don't have, or just basically pay to win, which is essentially what it is. Pay to win are better environment to win because Pokemon Go really relies heavily on not only how much money you put in the game, but do you live in a good grinding spot? Because if you're in a rural area, good freaking luck, baby. Because you need those spawns to get those XL candy, and XLs really do have a huge advantage, especially in Master League, over the rest of the meta. Despite this, Brijsheesh never gave up and kept on going. So, that is my mental health tip for you. Take a deep breath, do what you need to do, but never stop trying. Just keep on going. Like, yeah, just keep on going. Unless you get screwed by Go Battle Lag, then there's really nothing you can do about it. Keep going, press forward. If you put in the effort, you put in the training, keep getting better, then you too can become a Legend. It's difficult, but at the same time, it's achievable. It's achievable. So, you can do it. Keep on putting it, take it day by day, keep on going every day, practice, battle, just like how me and Brijsheesh do all these practice battles for y'all. Really appreciate it. And again, it's an honor for me to shoutcast his Legend run. So, good luck on your Go Battle League set. Well, I'm gonna say that at the end, but good luck on your journey so far because we only got one day left. But without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so here are the battles. Again, congrats to Brijsheesh for Legend, and this is a really unique team, so I like it a lot. It does do the 2-breaker shield strat with heavy pressure, and as you see here for her fast battle, Brijsheesh will be gatekeeping. You know, when you get the Legend and you're gatekeeping, you're like, ah, crap. So we get Azu into Meganium, which is obviously great for us right now. So our opponent decides to safe switch into an Umbreon, and Meganium is comfortable here. Meganium has a great advantage in the 2 shields against Umbreon. However, Brijsheesh might actually just do chip damage here and switch out. As you see here, it's really worth keeping the Meganium for the Azumarill. Quagsire is decently bulky, and it should be able to get to an Earthquake here. Earthquake will do big damage, and Brijsheesh can choose to farm down after that, or if the opponent does shield, you can get shield advantage. We know Meganium has 2 great matchups against both this Umbreon and the Azumarill in the back, so Typhlosion is getting set up for its shield advantage and to close out with powerful Blast Burn, or of course, hashtag get beamed, baby. And the foul plays are going off. As you see here, this is like JoJo. If you watch the anime JoJo, I love JoJo. It's it's one of my favorite animes so far, just because of like Dio, and like it's extremely dramatic, but like jeez, like, it's like Dio. When you got an Umbreon, it's like Dio when he turns into a vampire. Foul play and just starts like the darkness. It's freaking hilarious. Anyways, if you're an Admiral, you know what I'm talking about. And Brijsheesh is set up for the 2-shield strat, as you see here. Shields down, and with shield advantage, Typhlosion can go to town against the Johto Cup meta. This foul play will take out the Quagsire, and we send in the Meganium. Meganium is going to be able to just get a ton of energy here. It can survive a ton of foul plays, so Brijsheesh is probably just going to overcharge here and get a ton of energy. As you see here, he is vibing really hard right now. And then he fires a Frenzy Plant on the right interval. We almost have another Frenzy Plant queued. We have an Azumarill in the back, so you can choose to hashtag get beam the Azumarill, but we don't know our opponent has in the back as a closer yet. As you see here, it happens to be an Ampharos. And if your opponent does not catch... Okay, so they do catch. And I'm like, oh, if you do not catch this is going to be dangerous. They catch the Earthquake, perfectly timed our opponent. Good, great catch. And then we send a Typhlosion. However, oh my gosh, hashtag get beamed. Oh, this is glorious. Go for it. Do it. As you see, the opponent does fire a move, but this is definitely not a Hydro Pump. So Brijsheesh probably isn't going to shield this. And he does shield, but that's perfectly fine because he can go overcharge one more. That's 100 energy, and then he's just going to go for the Solar Beam. He accidentally overcharged. That's perfectly fine. Don't matter. He summons the energy, gathers all the energy from the sky, and now hashtag get beamed, baby. Get beamed. And then we send in the Ampharos. Ampharos will be able to take out Typhlosion with a Thunder Punch. However, Meganium has so much... Well, Meganium's energy was let go, but basically Ampharos will never get to a Focus Blast, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Meganium should be able to comfortably eat a Thunder Punch, just because it's so tanky. And then all Brijsheesh has to do is let out this Frenzy Plant, and that should be GG's. Impressive catch by our opponent, but Typhlosion's Solar Beam is just so goated. And speaking of goats, as you see here, with 1 HP in the Dream, this Meganium, well, it doesn't really matter. Even though Meganium doesn't have a great, like, its IVs aren't great, it's just so freaking, it's a destroyer with Frenzy Plant. And as you see here, hashtag get beamed. Thank you for the attainment, Brijsheesh. Let's go. Hashtag get beamed, baby. And there goes the first battle. Great matchup. Again, great play by the opponent to catch that Earthquake. But even then, in the end, it doesn't even matter. You try so hard and you got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I love Linkin Park. Linkin Park is like my favorite, one of my favorite bands of all time. And of course, hashtag Rip Chester. For those of you that do know. Anyways, we got Meganium into Magcargo. This is a terrible lead, but you can choose to do this 2 ways. So Meganium is so tanky, can actually eat these Incinerates. However, it's a freaking Magcargo. So this is probably going to be a Rock Tomb, but this Magcargo will still get taken out by 1 Earthquake. So Brijsheesh is probably staying in here and is just going to break shields. As you see, they go through the Frenzy Plant, but unfortunately, they are able to get an Incinerate through. That's not great. So they're only 1 Incinerate away from another Rock Tomb. So as you see here, the fire is another one, and then actually no, it's 3. I forgot. My brain is like bleh. But as you see here, they should be at this point, unless they likely will shield this, and they do. And we got the 2-shield strat set up. The great thing is, Quagsire resists everything Magcargo has to throw at it. So Brijsheesh is just going to sack. And as you see here, we get a Qwilfish. This is terrible because the shield advantage is here already. 1 Earthquake will KO this Qwilfish. So Brijsheesh is set up to be able to either beam or just have absolute control over this matchup here. Despite the fact that they lost the lead, just because Meganium is such a freaking destroyer. Such a beast. And as you see here, we're going to get Aqua Tail to Oblivion, but that's perfectly fine. Brijsheesh is just charging a ton of energy here, and he's going to fire the Stone Edge. I think Brijsheesh's idea here is just to get energy, or as you see, this is going to do big damage. This should KO, and then Brijsheesh should have should be able to get to another Mon, but as he's trying to switch out. So he still has a lot of energy, enough to get to a Stone Edge, but as you see, this is a Blossom. Oh, this is terrible for our opponent. Brijsheesh can essentially just farm down here, or just go for the Blast Burn, as you see here. Take this out, and you should be able to get a second one, because Magcargo is resisted. So what is Brijsheesh going to do? As you see, Magcargo comes back in, and is he going to beam? Please beam. Please. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm like Emperor Palpatine from freaking Star Wars right now. And he's like, do it. Do it. 1 Solar Beam will KO at this moment. And as you see here, Brijsheesh goes for the beam. Oh my god, here we go. And end in a blaze of glory. You are the Senate. Hashtag get beamed, baby. And that's GG's. Oh my god, that was a glorious battle. Despite losing the lead. This is actually a great idea. This is that's a phenomenal team comp by Brijsheesh. To be able to, use it, because you can eat all the damage, as you see there, from a Magcargo. So if you get a Magcargo lead, it's, this is a very, very technical and a very, very powerful team. And kudos to Brijsheesh for making legend with the Typhlosion. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, making it with Typhlosion in the Johto Cup. Oh man. Oh, that's amazing. This isn't amazing though. As you see, our opponent gets some... What was that? Did he get an extra move in right there? Or is he lagging like a mother? Oh, he lagging like a mother. Oh, our opponent... I have no idea what's going on right now. But as you see here, opponent, we save switch into Quagsire. So Quagsire is a save switch for this team. We get a Skarmory. And our opponent, I actually don't know. It looks like I have no... They're getting to a move, but like it's very odd. Did they lag or is that... Because it doesn't show in the game that there's any lag, at least on Brijsheesh's side. As you see, our opponent does catch a move here, so it's very strange what's going on right now. Earthquake goes through, and we got Quagsire and Quagsire action. So Brijsheesh is down. This isn't necessarily bad for our opponent because Brijsheesh is down a shield. So they can choose to farm down Quagsire, and Skarmory has a great matchup against Meganium. So this is a very rough matchup. Our opponent does elect a shield. They shield the Stone Edge. That's perfectly fine here. This is likely either an Earthquake or a Stone Edge. Maybe a Stone Edge to try to bait out the shield. And unfortunately, it is an Earthquake. This will KO Brijsheesh, and this is kind of bad. However, because Meganium is a beast, and the fact that Frenzy Plant still does a ton of chip damage, our opponent's, yeah, this isn't good. Our opponent has control of alignment. Let's hope that Brijsheesh has a great matchup against whatever's in the back. Typhlosion comes back in, and as you see, our opponent sent in the Qwilfish. Oh, this is dangerous. Is Brijsheesh going to go for the beam? He does not. It's perfectly fine. I think this is the right idea as well, because you have a Qwilfish in the back. What happens here, Brijsheesh can break the shield, go for the Blast Burn, do heavy damage, send in Meganium, farm it down, and then maybe all that energy saved up, you can Earthquake the Skarmory that's nearly dead in the back, and that's GG's. As you see here, the prediction is correct. Brijsheesh is going to overcharge like a madman here, and this is definitely not a Sludge Wave, so that's why he's not shielding. So as you see, Aqua Tail does go off. Brijsheesh is going to overcharge like a madman here. Charge a ton of energy, fire the Frenzy Plant. One Frenzy Plant will KO at this range, and then one Earthquake can take out the Skarmory in the back. This is an Aqua Tail again. Our opponent's just trying to chip away here. It would be smart for them to switch into Skarmory to try to catch the Frenzy Plant, but they don't do it, sadly. And as you see here, this is going to fire. Frenzy Plant goes off. As long as Brijsheesh has the shield, he should just be able to Earthquake, and this Skarmory is so hurt that this should definitely KO, and that's GG's. It's unfortunate that our opponent lagged, but even then, like, just because of the way the comp went, I don't think they had much of a chance anyways. So, as you see, Brijsheesh still has a shield. So, with that being said, I still think Brijsheesh would have won anyways, just because, again, Meganium is such a truck. Like, it's a little truck. It's a tank. An absolute tank. And that's GG's. Phenomenal battle by Brijsheesh, but oh my gosh, jeez. God, Meganium is so goated. It's so goated. And that we didn't see a beam there, but as you see, Brijsheesh was able to break shields and still utilize the same strategy. Break the shields, come out, and then Meganium with a bunch of energy just basically annihilated our opponent. We got Revdoc here. Revdoc goes Meganium into Magcargo. So we already know how Brijsheesh plays out the Magcargo matchup. These Incinerates are going to go through, and they're going to fry our poor shiny little... I don't know, is it like a plant dinosaur? Plant dinosaur? Yeah. Plant dinosaur. Yeah, it's a for y'all that watched The Land Before Time, it was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. The problem is, this is a Rock Tomb Magcargo, and as you see, Brijsheesh tries to bait here, which should break a shield. Yep, it should break a shield, because even if it's debuffed, Earthquake is double super effective, and it does so much damage. Even at -1 attack, Earthquake will KO. So this time, Brijsheesh just goes for the KO, and then they should shield the second one anyways, and they do not! Oh my, why would you not do that, sir? As you see, but Brijsheesh won't be able to get to a Frenzy Plant, and that Hitmontop has a ton of energy, so this is actually a really intense battle. Holy crap, Stone Edge is resisted here, however, because Hitmontop isn't the bulkiest thing in the universe, it's still going to take a ton of damage. This might be a close combat, but Quagsire is in the green, so this won't KO. So as you see here, Quagsire is in the green. Our opponent did not switch out, so they're probably going to elect a shield at this point. Brijsheesh is going to grab the last shield, send in Typhlosion, and then Typhlosion is going to be able to absolutely eviscerate this freaking Hitmontop and whatever's in the back. Because it has 2 Incinerates worth of energy, if there's an Azu or something in the back, it will get beamed. And as you see here, Brijsheesh is going for the full farm down. And it happens to be a Heracross. And that's GG's, because all Brijsheesh has to do is double Blast Burn. And he should be able to get to the second one. I believe Typhlosion wins CMP against Hitmontop. Or the fact that our opponent just doesn't have a move because they've already blew all their energy on close combat. As you see here, the double Blast Burn comes through. And you absolutely fry your opponent in their chances of getting to Legend. Sorry, dude. The Rockstar emote is not as cool as the Legend emote. And as you see, Brijsheesh just GG is our opponent. Despite losing the lead, holy crap, the two shield strat is too strong. And this is Brijsheesh's legend battle. As you see here, he goes 5-0 here. 5-0s with Typhlosion for the W to make it to legend. And this is super awesome. Like, this is incredible. Like, holy crap. I made it win Ultra League with a Typhlosion. To see one make it in the Johto League is just such a treat. And thank you, Brijsheesh, for the battles. We get Steelix onto Meganium, which actually isn't a bad matchup because Frenzy Plant does neutral damage and Dragon Tail. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is like switching out here, I don't know if that was a great idea because Meganium is able to just truck through your shields if you don't have a super positive matchup. This is probably close combat. It is a close combat. Brijsheesh is going to be able to get to a second Frenzy Plant, and our opponent's either going to elect to let go of their Hitmontop here or save it. I would let it go because it's already debuffed, and they don't, which is kind of terrible. You should have doubled up before you fired because that extra Vine Whip damage would likely matter in this scenario. Close combat comes through. This is a -4. So as you see here, Brijsheesh just sends in Typhlosion, and Typhlosion's going to farm down with a shield. It has shield advantage and energy advantage, and our opponent is just going to get destroyed. Mind you, super effective damage against steel type, so that Steelix is going to get burned to the ground. Brijsheesh goes 2 up, goes for the blast burn, and his opponent is literally at Typhlosion's mercy. Typhlosion can beam, it can blast to victory, unless it's like some super... Oh my god, it's an Ariados. Is Brijsheesh gonna beam? No, he doesn't. Goes for the double blast burn, and that's GG's. Great battles by Brijsheesh. Congratulations on Legend. As you see here, thank you for the Typhlosion Shoutcast. Thank you for the beams. This is an amazing team, amazing strategy. As you see, Brijsheesh lost the lead, but was able to make it using a spicy and powerful flaming Typhlosion to make it to Legend. As you see here, here's the Legend recording. Congrats to Brijsheesh. This is a very powerful team. So if you are struggling on Legend, Typhlosion, like I've tested it before this, and as you see, Brijsheesh just made Legend with it. So Typhlosion is a great mon, and this team is very strong. You lose the lead, say switch into Quagsire, but because Typhlosion just its Incinerate and just moveset with Blast Burn and Solar Beam is just so versatile. And as you see here, you can wipe out Magcargos, you can one-shot Azus. And congrats to Brijsheesh on Legend. Right, 3,000 right on the dot. 5-0. Thank you so much for providing these battles. And again, congrats to Brijsheesh. Hopefully, this team gives you a good idea. Or if you're stuck, this can help you get to Legend as well. And that's GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed the battles. Again, congrats to Brijsheesh for Legend. And as you see, like I mentioned, you can still make it if you give it. If you're close, we got 100 battles. So from the 20th, and I believe that the first, you got 100 battles to make Legend. So good luck on your 200 battles and 40 sets. So for those of you that are like almost there, like keep going. You can make it. I believe in you. If you don't make it, put in the effort. At least go to the finish line. So battle as much as you can to make it to the end. So there you go. And also, for those of you that haven't gotten news yet, the Interlude season came out, and guess what the first cup is from the 1st to the 8th? It's the Johto Cup. So if you want to use this team to have fun, like I'm definitely gonna use Typhlosion or like do some more Johto Cup stuff to feature for the upcoming season. And then again, and if you make it to like Legend or whatnot with like a unique team or something like this, or like this, if you do a Legend run, go ahead and let me know in Discord. Like join my Discord, let me know in battles, and I too will shoutcast your Legend run. So again, really good, really willing to put it out there just to be able to again put that experience, and it would be an honor if I could shoutcast your Legend run. Anyways, again, congrats to Brijsheesh again to making Legend, and again, Johto Quag will keep coming around again. So this might be a team you might be looking to use to have some fun. So I'm definitely gonna be using it just to like do a few things, but also look out for more Johto Cup content and the beginning of my PvP Masterclass series, because I'm working on that, I promise you. And I'm going to start off with some advanced videos before the beginner videos, because a lot of you that watch my channel already are invested in PvP, so I want to make sure I give you what I do so that I get prepared, and just so I can consistently and give you teams so that our team building, how I battle, just so you achieve that absolute Zen mode like I use when I battle. Again, congrats to Brijsheesh. If you do me a huge favor, please like and subscribe. As you see, these two little Charmans are right here. That little sub box to the bottom right. If you put your mouse over it, you can easily subscribe from over there. Really appreciate my current subscribers. Love my community. Good luck on your Go Battle League sets. And I will see you guys on the next video.